All right, good evening. We are, looks like about 18 strong tonight, which is awesome. So we got a nice big crew. I want to try and adjust something real quick. I don't know how easy this will be. Um, okay. That honestly looks slightly better. Hold on, I think I need to. See, here's me, for some odd reason, thinking now's the time to do this. Alright, we're going to just leave it like that. And we'll see if that looks okay. Alright, we got it just a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and say good luck, have fun. And we're going to ready up. And now we got 19 people in here. Dang. Someone else joined in here last second. But we got a nice large group, so this is fun. Always fun when you get a big group for one of these things. Alright. And we got some other, like, mentors from the tournament. People who are really freaking good at this game, so we'll see how it pans out. On a bright note, I might have fixed my controller issue. We're going to find out as we run today's seed. And see if it feels better than it did this morning. Or this afternoon when I ran the cross keys. But we might... I opened it back up, played around a little bit more, and I think I got everything set better. But we'll know as we get into it, so... We're just waiting for about 4 more people. And actually, now that I'm looking at... Alright, that's fine. I'm just not going to worry about it right now. I'll mess with the timer later. I don't like how I got it set up, honestly. We're not doing it now with less than a minute to go before the race. I'll have to just mess with it afterwards if I can remember. Alright, just waiting for a few more. Come on, 10 o'clock, let's go! Alright, I think we should be ready to go here in just a second. We're just waiting for the person who started the race to open up the race and start. There it goes. All right. Here we go. 10 arrows. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I was too close to the pit, ate my dash. Whoops. Went a little bit too far down on that. This is feeling pretty good right now. Okay. Double key. Okay. Early Pearl? Sure. I don't think anyone here is going to be complaining about that. Now let's see what else it gives us to go with it. Got the key dash. I thought I was going to bonk there. Ah, that's unfortunate. Rats got in my way. Alright, still, that's one of my... That's on the better end of my escape times, so I'm happy with that to start. And we got some bombs. Okay. Good. Okay, so we have a red crystal at desert. Shield. Aw, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll figure out what he gives me inside the Lost Woods. Okay, that's a good sign. Item there is trash. Okay, what do you have? Just single rupees? It's so bad. Alright, not that I needed it, but whatever. Okay. Well, we got 3 bombs. We don't have a lot of money, but we could at least go and clear out some stuff in the village. Okay. Sure. I like lamp. Okay. I think we're gonna be okay on money. And a fire rod. Very nice. All fire here. The village is en fuego. Wow. Could have just kept that to yourself. I didn't really mean to pick up the chicken, it just got in my way. What the hell is that? Mirror shield at less than 10 minutes? That's stupid. Okay, we're going eastern. Got it. Loud and clear. Alright, let's check these 2 things south of the village, and then that's where we're heading. It'd be funny if you put everyone's race up side by side. We're all gonna end up doing the same thing because of those item locations. I mean, I kind of want the heart, honestly, just because it's kind of a shame. I should have just committed to it when I saw it, but I had to process. Alright. Probably should have considered grabbing the money, but we're going to check a couple of things on the way over, so we'll be okay. Dude. That's... okay. Alright, we'll check the green pendant on the way out. Cape. I hate that. I hate that too. Alright. I didn't hold it long enough. Let's see if we get that again. Oh my god. What is with me today? It's stuck. So I am having a little bit of a problem with that, but that's okay. So I do need to replace the pad officially in this one, because it's that one part of the pad is sticking. And I'll get a replacement for it midweek. Hello. Get some arrows back after we kind of wasted them. No, didn't get it that time. Alright, so we're not taking the risk of skipping the anti-fairy chest, which we'll find out if that pays off or not. The last couple times I've just gone for this. It's actually been the right call because it ended up being an important item. But it could just be the map, so we'll find out in a second. But since we got the cape, we could do it so fast. I'm just... Alright, it is the other item, so we won't be wondering, but it just wasn't a good item, unfortunately. Alright, but hey, we can get the crystal here. And then we still have a lot of southern checks to do before we make the Aga commitment, because naturally we already could do Aga. For God's sakes, get out of here. There. But I'm not jumping to that just yet. It might be the right move, but I don't want to believe that it is yet. Ah, it's hard to do this when you have a sticky Y button. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, the good news is we're done with that dungeon. Bad news is no progression there. Alright, I think we do this a little bit backwards from my normal. Let's do this check, and then I think we're going to take the run to Agena. Because we need to know where things are. And we could check the desert ledge and get some information there. And after we do this... Oh, well, that's... Oh, and I didn't get the item inside. That's even more of a sign of just do Aga. Okay. Sure, game. Alright, that's pretty funny. That's really funny. Alright, so that wasn't important. Let's get this. Alright, and then we're gonna go to Mini Moldworm. So grab the heart, it'll just make this cave that much easier. And honestly, this is fine because chances are, you know, if we're lucky, we get the money so we can just go and do, because I didn't grab the money from Race Game, so that's part of the issue. I'm hoping we get the money so we can just do Zora. There it is. Good. So we could just route all this in. That makes me happy. Nice. Okay, not the worst, because we spent way too many arrows in the Armos fight. Well, we already got the red boom, so we don't care about the blue boom. So that's a dead check. Okay. Well, we only have a couple more things to look at, and then we're going to climb the tower. And then I guess head right to pod or something, because there's not much we can do besides that. So unless... Well, all of this is out of logic, so really the tower is the right move, so we're just going to do this because we can. Literally the tower is the only thing we have in logic at this point. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna complain if it's gonna hand me Butter Sword, but that's stupid. Alright, nothing on the ledge. So, save and quit, climb the tower, what do we got? Sure, we'll just grab it. So basically, our progression is either on the pyramid or in pod. We don't really have another location. It's gotta be one of the two. Could be both, I guess, but we're definitely looking at that scenario. Piece of crap. Having Butter Sword this early and just cutting through everything is wild. That's stupid. Second. Sanders, thank you for the follow. How are you doing tonight? get around this side. Every time I get in the right position, blue balled. Alright. Okay, is it pyramid or is it pod? Gotta love it that green pendant pod's probably the answer. Let's find out. It's not pyramid. Let's go to pod. We can do everything in pod except for the boss. And we can even do the boss if the hammer's inside. Alright, let's see what we got here. I have the... This is so slow. I'm probably just better off running out, honestly. Because the blue mail makes that horrifically slow to death warp out of there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, we gotta check this. Knew it. Okay. That's Funky Hammer, let me tell you. Yes. Okay, let's go. That's a really rude hammer, too, because you couldn't get it the first time you were here. You had to go over to Bo's side and get those keys and then come back. What a dick seed already. That's pretty funny. But now we could full clear this dungeon and turn in the green pendant. So that's kind of wild. And the rest of the dungeon's items. So we're gonna get 3 items out of the Dark Maze. So let's hope there's something else good here. No. Fuck you, game. That's the Hyrule middle finger that you just saw there, as I like to call it. Though it's like French vanilla, because it does show up in this dungeon in the vanilla playthrough. So we got one more item plus the green pendants. That's why it's worth probably just beating Helma and seeing, because we can eventually turn in the green pendant, but we could take this directly to Hype Cave afterwards. That's the plan. Good, Helma. Unfortunately, we can't turn in the green pendant right away because we don't have a mirror. But, actually, no. Let's wait. I'm a little bit more interested in Hype Cave. But I will get to it soon. TM. Thank you. I don't think I ever looked at the map. Okay. Nice. Thieves and Skullwoods, and then Swamp is the other 5, 6. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that layout. Really? Garbage. That's really unfortunate. Well. We got 2 more checks to do over here, then we're gonna go turn in that green pendant if we don't get progression. That helps. Alright. It doesn't even help a ton. So I'm still going to turn in the pendant. It does give me access to like 2 more pendant dungeons, which is really scary. I'm wondering now... Now it's making me question whether or not I should just go for Ped. Cool. Alright, let's turn in the green pendant so we know. I'm really kind of hoping it's either a mirror or hookshot here. Because that would open up all the Death Mountain stuff. And it would open up Hera. Ugh, okay. So, none of the above. I'm abandoning Catfish, which really sucks. I just want to ride the hand out of here. That's not what I want to do. Oh, come on. That's better. Okay. That might be good. I mean, we definitely need it. So, that's... Oh, I have a fairy in a bottle. That's alright. That's kind of dumb. Well, I guess with the only two dungeons totally in logic right now being pendants and just a couple overworld locations, we just do the dumb and go for it. Alright, then we can get out of here, go check a couple... Well, really all we have is Bumper Ledge and then into the Village of Outcasts. You know, besides, like, at least in this area. Like, I have other checks I can do, but it's like... just a few other things. So this is definitely the bigger density right now. Even if it's not super great. All right. Okay. That makes sense. We need this. Please stop bonking. Okay. I am still gonna follow this to the Village of Outcasts. Not having a mirror is making some of the cleanup that we have to do with that really bad. Really bad. Come on. That's like one of the first times I've seen one of those stupid things appear there. Okay, half magic's nice. Another bottle. Alright, we're gonna do it. Much to my chagrin. If Scalar ended up picking this out as a pendant, or as a pet seed, because he said it. There's our mirror, so every Pinda dungeon had something important in it. Oh, God. I'm just gonna commit. I know there's other things we could do now, but nah, you know what? Let's get out of here. I gotta believe the right thing is activating the flute and doing these other things. We have Desert and Hera that we can beat right now. And we can get back here super fast. So we're gonna beat those. We can get the information from Meyer here, which is good. Okay. Vamos. Okay. Alright, that's item 1. So this is a good seat just to go to Lammo, and then we'll come to the big chest if we have to. Use his run at you attack. Okay, good. Alright, so we're done with desert. Let's go up the mountain. Hey, look, an ice rod. Okay. Well... Alright. We don't need that. Now we'll just hope that we can avoid the basement. Perfect. That's 2 items. We're out of here. I like a fast Hera. Get out of here. Okay, I think it makes the most sense to... First, we'll spy at this. A bug net. And then we'll enter the portal at the bottom of the mountain. And we can kind of mirror around down there. That's exactly what I was kind of hoping to see. Now that opens up all of Hookshot Cave. And once I find flippers, that opens up Swamp. Hold on. It also is really dangerous. Flippers also then puts ice in logic completely. Yeah. That's kind of just what we're looking for in general. Whoops. Quake. Now I'm interested in what Turtle Rock requirement is. Okay, this is really neat because if we can open Turtle Rock, it's beatable. So actually, now I'm incentivized to just do this first. Alright, let's see if it's Quake. It's not. That's a shame. Okay. Alright, we have one last location we can check. Our favorite item location on the mountain, but then we could do this and head out. Oh, right. Where to go next? Well, since we're here, I know what I'm gonna do. Actually, we're gonna turn in the mushroom, see what that gives us. And then I'm gonna go to Catfish. Grab that for good measure. And I know I'm kind of abandoning Magic Bat by not doing the fake powder, but it's okay. And then after this, we could check... What did I do that for? We could check King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge. Okay. Nice. Alright, that's fine. What I think we'll do is we'll check Graveyard Ledge while we're here, then we'll just go beat Meyer. Bombs behind the bombs is really stupid. Okay. Excuse me. Always fun when that happens during a race. Alright, so that's where our Ether and Flippers away from Go. I think that's it. Right? Yeah. That's one. Okay. What I'm expecting to happen is Ether will pop up, and then the Flippers will probably be in Turtle Rock. Well, we know where the big key is. Last possible place. Then we can check the big chest for the last item, and if it's not there, we're just heading to Vidya anyway. Okay, Viddy has the second item. Let's see if it bails me out. Alright, well, fine. Damn. This is gonna make me... Okay. So, here's the good news. I can just read pad real quick. Find out if that's it. If it's not it, I'm inclined to do Smith Chain into checking K45, the Bamos tablet. Now that we have the book, we can do all that stuff. I can then go check Ether tablet, and then worst case, we head back into Thieves Town for the other two items. But I can at least read this and find out if this is it. Because if this is it, we just go right to Thieves. It's not it. Okay, so that's good. Yeah. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's going to keep me out of Thieves for a little bit longer. It's also just possible that I find the flippers first. Which I would rather honestly just get Ether first, because then I can go mode Swamp and Ice after I get flippers out of TR. Because that's really what I'm thinking is going to happen. That was weird. Thanks, game. You're amazing. Come along. That's what I wanted to do, but it was being stubborn. Okay. I don't know if I like that at all. Yeah, we have to just take this, run it down. So I got half mine to go into ice first. Because it's easier to get all the items and just kind of do everything in order. And then if I know that's where Ether is, then I can just go mode Swamp. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then if it's not here, we'll clear out Swamp, and that also opens up the Red Bomb. So I think this is a good order. Hopefully it's not vanilla, because that would just be my luck. But I'm definitely late getting to those flippers, which is a shame. But I was clearing out other dungeons, so whatever. I didn't think that was good enough. That's it. There we go. Okay, that's already 2 of the 3 items. At the rate this is going, I'm gonna wish I hit the switch. Probably could have go-moded this almost. Alright, not here. I really tried to stop before I hit that thing. But that's alright. We need this. Nice quick kill. Okay. Alright, let's clear out swamp and see what we get. Not the best sign. Alright, there's gonna be 2 items left hand side, so I'm probably coming back in. Unless Argus wants to be the hero. Oh my god, stop sticking. I can't do rapid fire right now with the Y button. Okay, Argus is the hero. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go. Getting those flippers a little bit earlier would have been huge. So we wasted a little bit of time doing that, but we still got a couple other dungeons done meanwhile, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. It just didn't necessarily feel super great. Okay. Alright. So... God damn it. It's so annoying when they just rest at the right spot. Like, there's no reason for him to be exactly there. Don't do it again. Okay. Oh, nice. Alright, let's just do this, because I'm annoyed. Okay. So we should be able to steal the key. We have the big key. And we will hope we don't get 3%ed. I mean, the nice part is it gave us Meteor Shield super early. So I don't even have to really worry about the dumb laser bridge that much. Oh my god, I didn't hit the switch. For God's sakes. Nice Sankart. Nice red mail. Don't you do this to me, game. Ugh. Thank God. Okay. I was gonna get a little salty, not gonna lie. Alright. Now let's get to GT. So I made the right move by not at least finishing Thieves and just ditching that. But I didn't go to K45 right away. That was the sad part. Well, didn't even bother with the stupid hook speed there. Alright, here we go. Nice shovel. Alright, that wasn't it. Nice silvers. Whatever. Alright, let's see if we have to kill Ice Armos or if we get bailed out by Bob's chest. And then worst case, it's in Tile Room, whichever one will last location. I pulled it too early. Should have waited. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go. Just go the right way. Really? Good. No, no, no. Okay. I'm like, just get me in the damn door. I was a little bit worried that my delay there was gonna be too slow for the timer, but we're good. Wow, he just yeeted me. I hate it when it's so easy the second time, because whatever. Nice, 20. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like the combination some idiot would have in its luggage. What a rupee count. I love it. Double. Oh, here's potential. Triple. Oh my god. What lineups? Yes, thank you. That was so generous. All right. Let's wrap this baby up. Nice. I'll take that. And thank you for the GG's, Wombat. Time right there. 11th out of... God, how many? 19? Alright. I was a little bit late getting to the flippers. Just because once I got the mirror, I just started doing all sorts of other stuff. Because, like, mountain opened and desert opened, and I just didn't get down to 45 for a while. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I really did snipe Scalar. Shit. Whoops. Same, you didn't get there either. Yeah. What did you do? You still had a good time. 135.20. Nice finish from Dr. John. He's been on fire today. I was watching him play earlier. But... Oh, you did an Oops All Dungeons? So, I almost did the same thing. But once I got the mirror, I almost went back in Thieves. And then as I was starting to walk back, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm leaving. I have 2 crystal dungeons I could do. I can just come back. I was thinking I was going to blind pull pad. I'm not going to lie to you. I went into Thieves with the full intention of beating it. But when I got the mirror, I'm looking. I'm like, I got 2 crystal dungeons. I'm gonna leave. I said getting back here is easy now 'cause with mitts and flute and stuff. So I activated my flute and I took off. But I was thinking about doing all that, and then luckily it diverted me. Now when I found the book on Vidi, I did go read the pad just in case. Because at that point, I was, Flippers and Ether from Go. And I was really hoping to see Ether first, because I was assuming Flippers would just be in TR. And then when I got Flippers at a 45, I'm like, oh shit. Now I don't want a full clear book made you get Flippers. Yeah. Yeah, so I did Ice first, because I was like, I can get most of the items on the way, so if Ether's in there, then I could just go mode Swamp. And then I pretty much go mode, I just didn't do left side Swamp and got rewarded from Argus, and then I was like, okay, we're good. But, yeah, I mean, 177 checks, still quite a bit. But, yeah, well, that's what I ended up doing as well, so after I got the book, I don't know. I guess I could have just done that. I don't know. It would have saved me just a little bit of time, because, I mean, Ice, the items were so quick. The only thing that took me a little bit longer was just getting the big key out of, Iced Tea. So if I would have go moded Ice, it would have been just a slight little bit faster. But the items were pretty quick to get, because 2 of them were, like, almost immediate. So, I don't know. I don't know if it, like, killed a lot of time for me. Maybe just a little bit in the transition to getting back to, but it was fine. Zax is still going, though, which I'm surprised about. Then again, he does all these harder modes. He's probably, like, throwing himself off a little bit. So... You can see the flute getting people. Oh, because that was Skullwood's big chest, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird spot. I was also worried about having to go up and read Ether Tablet for Vanilla Ether, because that would have been my luck too, but that didn't end up coming to fruition. So... Alright. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, Scanler, GG's to you too. I see. It was really funny because I finished and Wombat just says GG immediately, nice snipe, and I looked and I'm like, oh shit. You were like right there. I'm guessing that you probably, yeah, 8 seconds. I know. Well, yeah, I don't know. It just, did you end up doing, you didn't end up blind polling Ped like Wombat did you? Good. I can't, Wombat blind polls Ped, does all dungeons and still finishes 7 minutes faster than us. I love it. Those are the little cleanup things. Though my Y button's still sticking. It was better than earlier. Yeah, it was better than earlier, but my Y button's still sticking. So I'm looking forward to getting my new pads for it on Wednesday, because I'm gonna have to fix it. I have to put new ones in. My rubbers are sticking. Take that whatever way you want. But yeah. No, this is a fun one. I feel okay with it. Like, you had to do every dungeon. Like, that. I wish I would have bailed on, I'm trying to remember, did Pod really have anything else besides the hammer? Because I wish I would have kind of bailed on that. But I stayed, because the green pendant, and then it didn't end up being anything helpful. And then Flute and Skullwoods, Mirror and Thieves. But whatever. Yeah, Cape was... yeah. If you had done Smith Chain before finishing Pendant Thieves and Skull, you could have saved some time. So, Scanler, here's what I ended up doing. And I would have saved some time as well. So, I got the Mirror in Thieves. And I thought about finishing Thieves. Because I'm like, well, screw it. I'm like this dungeon away from being able to pull Ped. But then I'm like, dude, I could beat Desert and Hera right now. And I have access to, like, all the rest of Death Mountain and stuff, so I'm gonna bail. So I decided to bail, but I went to Desert, I went to Death Mountain, did Hera, and started all this progression of stuff. Ended up finding Bombos, going to Meyer, so I ended up clearing all this other stuff. Never ended up getting to Smith Chain and K45 until after I did all that. And so when the book drops from Vidi, I go read Ped, because I'm like, do I gotta go back into Thieves? When Ped's nothing, I said, screw it. I'm not going to go back into Thieves. I did the Smith Chain and found my flippers. And then, you know, Ice Swamp got Ether off of Vargas and I was in go. But so I was like, I'm late to the flippers, but I cleared a whole bunch of stuff. So I wasn't like mad about it, but I wish I would have had him a little bit sooner. I probably would have gone to Swamp earlier, and then I would have had that. But at the time, I wouldn't have known it was important anyway. So, and then went for the yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that is an order of things for sure. I'm surprised this one is slowing people down as much as it is, though. I don't know. I felt like it just kind of drew you in some direction. Like, Zax is still going, which I was surprised about. He's in GT, though. He's not that far away from finishing up. But, yeah, it was cool. Well, I'm going to call it here. You skipped the Eastern Big Chest. It was on my mind the rest of the the Big Key Chest. Yeah. So I feel like if every single time I make that play, there's something important there. And I am definitely afraid of doing that. I know it's the right move, technically. Like, but I hate leaving behind an item in Eastern. So I don't know. It's a tough call. You also skip that chest? Yeah. I mean, it definitely saves a minute or so in Meyer cutscene. Yeah, I know. It's like if you take those risks, it can be good, and then if you get beat on them, though, like, it's like how quickly you're going to go back and get those things if there's actually something there. I mean, obviously, in this type of seed, it's not as risky, I guess. I guess when I'm thinking, when you got cross keys on the mind, you're going to check everything because it's all potential. Yeah, exactly. It's not key sanity, so the likelihood of it being important is a little bit lower. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I gotta just take more of those risks. Oh, you also had a 177? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I had the same collection rate. But, all right. Yeah, of course we did. Of course we did. Yeah. All right. That's pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna play, if I'm gonna do this tomorrow or not, just because I might wait until I can actually repair my controller because it's getting frustrating, quite honestly. So I might take tomorrow off from randomizer, but who knows if I'm doing something else. So we'll see. And then I'll see when I can finally do the repairs on this thing and whatever. So, GG guys, thanks for popping in. And if either of you guys are streaming something tomorrow, I'll try to catch it. So, see you then. Goodbye. Good night.